Today we're going to learn more about comparatives and superlatives, especially the exceptions and longer adjectives. You already know that we usually add or est, but some adjectives are irregular and follow different rules. Let's start with the most important irregular adjectives. These do not follow the normal rules, so we need to learn them by heart. For example, good, better, the best, bad, worse, the worst, many, more, the most, little, less, the least, far, farther, further, the farthest, furthest. Here are some examples. My team is better than yours. This is the best film. Your idea is worse than mine. That was the worst day. I like this book more than that one. This is the most interesting story. I have less time today. This is the least important problem. My house is farther from school. This is the farthest place. These forms are very common in English. Now let's talk about long adjectives with two or more syllables. For these adjectives, we do not add or est. Instead, we use more for comparatives and the most for superlatives. For example, important, more important, the most important, expensive, more expensive, the most expensive, beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful. Let's see some examples. This exam is more important than the last one. Your phone is more expensive than mine. Madrid is more beautiful than London. This book is more interesting than the film. Football is more enjoyable than running. For superlatives, this is the most important exam. That computer is the most expensive. Paris is the most beautiful city. This is the most exciting game. That was the most boring film. These structures are very useful for longer adjectives. Now, be careful with common mistakes. We do not mix forms. For example, we do not say more smaller or more small. The correct form is smaller. So remember short adjectives, est, and long adjectives, more, the most. There is another way to compare things using as. We use this structure when two things are equal. The structure is as plus adjective plus as. For example, Madrid is as famous as Barcelona. Jenny is as tall as Luke. This film is as interesting as that one. This means the two things are the same. If we want to say things are not equal, we use not as plus adjective plus as. For example, Barcelona is not as famous as Madrid. Luke is not as tall as Jenny. This film is not as interesting as that one. Running is not as enjoyable as football. This structure is very common in everyday English. Let's see everything together in context. This city is more modern than that one, but London is the most modern. This book is better than the film, but that story is the best. This game is exciting, but the final match is the most exciting. My phone is expensive, but yours is more expensive, and that one is the most expensive. These examples help us compare clearly. To summarize, irregular adjectives like good, bad, many, little, and far have special forms, so we must remember them. Long adjectives use more and the most, and we can also use as to compare equal things. Learning these forms will help you compare people, places, and things in a clear and natural way.